Hey guys, I want to talk about nocturnal panic attacks. I want to talk about some of the symptoms, the causes, and maybe some ways to help you out with that. Alright, so nocturnal panic attacks. These are the panic attacks that happen while you're deep asleep and you are jolted out of nowhere with these crazy plethora of symptoms. They are generally the same as regular panic attacks, except some things are worse. You're going to have more profuse sweating, which is your body's response, the stress response, the fight or flight. Basically, your heart rate is elevated, respiration, your metabolism. So what's that doing? It's actually making you release body heat, and that's going to cause you to sweat. So you get these really bad episodes of hot flashes and night sweats, okay? So that's one of the things that's going to be a little worse than what you would generally have in a regular panic attack. Also, the mental symptoms, the irrational thoughts, the depersonalization, and the derealization, and the impending doom, those are going to be much worse because you're waking out of a dead sleep and you are panicked, you're in a full panic attack. Now, why are some of these symptoms worse actually than regular panic attack? Because if you think about it, you're in shock. I think that these symptoms are building up much like they do during the day, but you don't know about it because you were sleeping. And this is all tied to your subconscious mind, if you didn't know, because it's driven by fear, and our subconscious mind is much further behind than our conscious mind. So even if you're working on your anxiety, you're working on your stress, you're doing all the right stuff, it still takes time for your subconscious to get on the same page. That's why it takes patience. I tell everybody this all the time. So some of the other symptoms that you're going to have palpitations, you're going to have tingling, numbness, chills, shakes, chest pain, your blood pressure is going to go up, aches and pains, you're going to have all the symptoms that you're going to have with panic attacks. So, with that being said, what is causing this? All right, besides the fact that your subconscious is so stressed that it's just doing this on its own, there are some things that make you a little bit more vulnerable. Sleep apnea is one of them, where you actually stop, breathing during your sleep. This is kind of scary, but most of the time it's harmless unless you're severely overweight or older, and usually it's a combination of both. Good news is this is most of the time totally reversible with a good diet and exercise and just losing some good, a good amount of weight. So if you are suffering with sleep apnea, this could actually be making panic attacks, nocturnal panic attacks worse. So to get that in check, just start exercising, guys, lose weight. All right. What's something else? Gerd, or heartburn, indigestion, acid reflux, basically. I remember a few nights of me waking up and a jolt basically almost started a panic attack, basically because I had like this lava acid feeling in the bottom of my throat because of my acid reflux. I had horrible GERD, but anxiety made it much worse. And it took me, 2 or 3 hours to just get that nasty taste and burning sensation out of my throat. Lost a lot of sleep over it. So you want to get your heartburn and GERD under control. The way that you do that is actually eat less before bedtime, eat smaller amounts in general, drink more water, cut out the spicy foods, and if you feel necessary, get on a heartburn medication. Also, do apple cider vinegar once or twice a day. Mix it in with some water, a couple tablespoons with a little bit of lemon. That actually does the trick for me with my heartburn. I don't have any issues with that, so I get much better sleep because of, your GERD acts up when you sleep because you're laying flat, and that stomach acid can actually, come up into your throat and cause that issue. Another reason, nightmares. All right, nightmares are going to go up because of anxiety. You see the relation? These causes are actually causing anxiety, but the causes are there because they're caused by anxiety. So it's just this huge, horrible cycle. So you got to fix something to get the other one to start, getting in control. So nightmares. My nightmare frequency and the vividness of my dreams, went way up after I, developed panic disorder and anxiety disorders. I would have horrible nightmares that I could make some of these horror movies that they make these days seem silly. All right. So nightmares are going to wake you up. They're going to elevate your heart rate. They're going to elevate your blood pressure. They're going to make all these anxious feelings. The sweating definitely is related with the nightmares. So just something to think about there. So the next thing that we need to do is we just need to get some good sleep. That's how we're going to treat these nocturnal panic attacks. First off, you got to start getting better sleep, and that's, and this is still secondary to actually correcting your anxiety. With that, that's going to be diet, exercise, meditation. All those things are great, but some short-term relief, and I feel like you're going to really want some of the short-term relief, is you got to get better sleep. So there's some natural sleep aids out there. I highly suggest melatonin to give it a try. You want to exercise, but you want to exercise right before bed. You need to get in a very good workout during the day, and you do need to be eating the right foods. Cut out the caffeine, because caffeine is going to disrupt your sleeping, and that goes for tobacco and alcohol. Those things are going to really disrupt your sleeping patterns and cycles, and it's going to make things not smooth sailing. The thing is if you can get some good sleep cycles in, usually this won't happen. You probably won't come out of it in a panic. But whenever your sleep cycle starts getting messed with by whatever reason aside from stress, which those other substances and chemicals can actually make your stress much worse, that's whenever you can have these nocturnal panic attacks. So get your sleeping in order, all right? Also, don't be looking at your iPhone at night right before you go to bed. Don't be watching TV. Cut everything off. Do whatever you got to do, okay? I highly suggest doing some meditation before bedtime. That always will help. So I hope you got something great out of this video. Give me a like down below and leave me a comment. Let me know if you suffer from nocturnal panic attacks, and give me some strategies that you use to overcome that, or if you're still struggling, give me your honest opinion. Join the Facebook group down below for panic attack, anxiety, stress relief. It's a support group down there with a lot of great folks in it. We help each other out every day. Join the Instagram for good quotes and pictures. Also, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell next to it so you can get updates whenever I have my videos. And I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching.